What's going on? We back. Boxing Link and more. Told you guys we was gonna review Devon Alexander and Victor Ortiz, then do a media reaction last night. And we caught this on the live commentary and live scoring we did yesterday. And it was a boring fight, but towards the end, Ortiz made it his mission to come forward and kind of do some vicious Victor Ortiz. And at the end of the day, it was a draw. Most people saw it as a robbery. I would agree. It was so one-sided, like in the 8th, 9th round, I just stopped scoring. We talked about it on the live stream. We pretty much all thought Devon Alexander won that fight pretty easily. Ortiz did come on and try to press forward. But I gotta tell people, if I'm a fighter fighting a Spanish fighter and Mexican in Texas, I'm not going. I'm not fighting them. I mean, you damn near gotta knock them out and drag them out the ring and put them in the ambulance for you to get a victory. And that showed again with Devon Alexander last night. And Alexander, he got himself to blame, and I'll explain that in 1 second. But it's hard. The next Mexican versus another guy is March 10th between Mikey Garcia, who's Mexican descent, or has, he's a Mexican American, taking on Sergey Lipinets. And Sergey Lipinets better plan on a knockout. No matter what he does, he best to plan on a knockout, because you're not beating no Mexican guy on the cards in Texas. You might as well go fight him in Mexico, because it ain't happening. But Devon Alexander, this has been a story of his career, to be honest. And what I mean is, he's stiff as a fighter. He doesn't make up for his lack of power or elite power. Last night he might do 3-punch combinations, at the most. And if he would have did 4, 5, 6, he would have got Victor Ortiz out of here. A lot of Victor Ortiz with a lot of good right hooks and a good straight left, but he never was able to follow it up with an effective combination to get Ortiz out there by accumulation. So in a way, he deserved to get robbed, because he should have knocked Victor Ortiz out. He never took that chance, and he's, like I said on the live stream, he's in the middle. Like, all his attributes, he's a middle-of-the-road type of fighter. He got good speed, good quickness. He's not slick, he's stiff, but he has okay power, but he doesn't make up with it by combination punching. His combination punches suck. He a 1, 2, and a maybe a 3 guy. He don't go 4, 5, 6, and when you moving up to the welterweight division, you already wasn't the biggest puncher at 140. You got to be a 4, 5, 6 guy to get that respect and get guys out of there. And he wasn't that last night. What I noticed as well, when the cards was read, he wasn't even, mad that it was a draw. It wasn't a draw. Even his wife was looking like, what happened? We won this fight. And he did win the fight. But at the end of the day, he didn't go for it. He didn't go for 4, 5, 6 in the combinations to make the ref, or make Victor Ortiz stagger, make the ref stop the fight, or put Victor Ortiz on his hind side. He didn't. But Ortiz did make a conscious effort last night that he wasn't going to quit. He was dedicated to the sport of boxing. But at the end of the day, any welterweight out there that can punch a little bit, they was going to knock Victor Ortiz out that night. They was. And Devon Alexander is just not a puncher at 147. And he don't use accumulation. He don't get to 4, 5, 6 in the combination. And I wonder, is that something him and Kevin Cunningham talk about? Because that's his biggest problem, him being stiff. Offensively, combination-wise, he's challenged. And they've been gone for 2 years, and they haven't worked on that, and seeing that was the problem. Alexander is not going to be a force at 147 in his comeback. He's not going to be a world titleist unless, the top 7 or 5 welterweights just move out the division and go away. Not going to happen. Ortiz ain't a factor. He needs to retire. Every time he fights, his eye swells. That cut on top of the head as well. Neither one of these guys are going to be a factor. They just stepping stones for guys that stay busy fights. Some people believe that Devon Alexander is going to get the Keith Thurman fight. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe the winner of this fight was promised the Keith Thurman fight. Because Keith said, yeah, this week, we're going to be, my managerial team, is going to be giving me some fights and some names. We looking to lock down a guy in the near future. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe the winner of this fight, even though it was a draw, be funny if it was Victor Ortiz. A lot of people are going to laugh at Keith Thurman. He really going to be called lunchtime Thurman. But, it was a robbery last night. I thought Devon clearly won. Devon is not fighting out of Florida with Kevin Cunningham. Keith Thurman is fighting, he's from Florida. It might be. Some people might be right on the hunch of Devon taking on Keith Thurman. It might go down in Florida. So let's see. I just think these, Kevin and Cunningham and Devon need to work on combination punching, because that's the only way they're going to be able to get some respect. Devon did call out Earl Spence. He ain't ready. He can't punch hard enough to get the respect of Earl Spence. I know he got a good chin and he's a solid dude, but Earl Spence would probably be the first person to drop and stop Devon Alexander. He needs to stay away from that right now. He needs to work on combination punching and generate a little bit more power by combination. But Victor Ortiz, he should just move on. But he had a draw, so he gonna act like it's a victory, but he really lost. And somebody gonna knock him out again. But we gonna